Hello everyone, I'm Legendary here, Cabernet for PC. So the game came out today, it's developed by Party for Introverts and published by Kupala Games. So this came out a demo and it was pretty cool because it's like you can like you become like a vampire, if I'm not mistaken. I think you need to become a vampire, and then it's like you can like how you can say forget your humanity or still remember your humanity, something like that. So let us start. I think the game was supposed to still come out like last year, like late last year, but it got delayed because they needed more time. I think it was something like that. Eastern Europe.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride. But I can't do this. Go, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right.
Buona Sofa Elisaveta.
What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly, someone as special as Lisa.
Lisa.
If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life, despite her obvious calling for medicine. When she was little, I always thought she would become...
Okay. So now here it's weight matters for the stats over here. So despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little I always thought she would become... a writer.
A famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl. The creatures she made up. The stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them. Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated.
By the time she graduated, first for writing words, scientific mind.
Lisa knew everything there was to learn from books about science in our...
Trying to get a little bit of variety of stats.
Laws of physics, human anatomy, chemical solutions, you name it. Every time she went on about this scientist or that discovery, she'd light up like a matchstick. Most of the time I couldn't understand a word of it. But I just nodded along and mused at how bright our girl was. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
Passionate artist, true friend.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done.
So, this is going to be my stats.
She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Korda, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours. Let those pieces help Lisa, wherever she is now. To Lisa.
Okay. We got our stats. Of course, I could have 10 of writing.
When I was a little girl,
but I chose to get
I often
a science
had trouble
too.
falling asleep. My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
Okay. That's us.
Lord. Mom? Kola?
Kolia. Oh, Kolia.
My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days. Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
An old but reliable kerosene lamp. Oh wait, there's
The
something else.
cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Handcrafted sterling silver medallion given up to Liza by her father. Press tab to open jar. Open tasks can be found in the character sheet, quests, calendar, relationships, glossary, and inventory.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here. Locked.
I think you need to call for help, if I'm not mistaken. But let me only see if there's nothing else.
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. The cupboard is locked.
Yeah, I think you
Why
need to...
would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Locked.
Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone? It's no use.
It's no use.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help. Are you still there? Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door?
You can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
No.
What is it that you want from me?
Money, treatment, favor.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
Yes.
And it's settled.
Okay.
Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt.
The door is open.
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up.
I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
It's open. No one. What have I gotten myself into?
I don't know if you can open that thing or not. Earning experience points increase your rank, allowing you to upgrade your skills. Press plus or minus next to the skill you like to modify. Once you finish distributing all the points, accept change. Okay. I have 5 points. Gonna put like these. But I don't know if you can open that cupboard. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can. Seek a way out.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Rats!
What a peculiar painting.
Okay, so I cannot do any of this art because it needs 5 and history. History is what I think it's the last one, like that column. I think it's that. Damn.
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week. After all that has happened, I think...
You've gained nihilism. At least the morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity or nihilism points. Some choices will only become available to Liza after she reaches certain levels.
I think I deserve this.
So I got coins, but because of that my nihilism went a little bit up. It's 2, my humanity is 5.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course. We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this?
We are invisible.
Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Or not. By the way, okay, I need 50 points, okay. See how you level up.
Eerie.
Aha, I can study this one because science.
It's hard to say without seeing the face, but this dress, could it be the same girl from the first painting? It's hard to say without seeing. Could it be
it's the same thing, okay. Because these ones are like, certain ones is only to gain experience, other ones is like for choice, that you need to have certain points.
Unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this. I just give me strength, no matter what is on the other side.
This part.
What in heavens is all this?
So the demo was the beginning part, chapter 1, Higher Society. Goddamn.
I will make sense of all this later.
That makes sense.
Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
She must be a nihilist. It's spreading all over the country like a plague.
You two don't know what you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years.
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Sorry. I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but...
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry. I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't buy.
Hello?
Introduce
I'm
yourself.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
If
I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Hold that mouse to drink from the glass.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Orlova.
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
When you are healthy, old shift to increase your walking pace. So relationships. Oh, there's more page. Okay. Neutral and neutral.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Okay, there's no more talking. I need to go and change. Must be this one over here.
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened. So strange. This mirror doesn't work either.
She still doesn't know.
That should do it, hopefully. The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading. Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Well, but we need to put... Alright, then this brings... yeah. This gives you stats. Of course, there is more, as you can see. But I don't know how you get this, if it by finding or if you need to buy or something like that.
It's perfect. Fits like a glove.
How many experience points? Ooh, I'm still too far away. Still too far away. For Hang
I still don't know what's happening here. Or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Yep.
Have you heard the rumors about Count Kaminsky?
Not lately. Do tell.
They say that he found himself a young human lady and fell in love like a schoolboy. Apparently they got so close, he even confessed to her his true nature.
You don't say.
Yes, and the best part is, she is completely fine with it. He doesn't even have to enchant her anymore.
Fascinating. I just never know what to say to humans. If I'm honest, I find them all a little dull.
That's not fair of you to say, Margarita. It's not their fault that they don't have the advantages of eternal life.
I know. And don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are human. Sometimes I just wish we could convert them all.
Please tell me you have
Let's go
some
east
good news
to the man.
Locked.
Action point. Some actions Lisa performs take time. These interactions will be marked with a special special stopwatch symbol. Each night Lisa can spend up to 3 points. Once the action is complete, an action point will be taken and the next night will move into the next phase.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lee, you actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you. Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
No. Can you tell me? I can do it because I have literature 8.
Could you really be? Vampires?
There we go, I can say this one.
We, Lisa. You, me, the Countess, nearly everyone here at the manor. Vampires, creatures of the night, blood-sucking monsters. Your pick. Just like you read about in folktales.
Are you just playing tricks on me? Is this all a joke?
Only the best kind there is.
I unlocked this one because I didn't saw on the mirrors,
Is
so
this
I unlocked
why I had
this
no
one.
reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
Defense mechanism, science 5.
I don't even remember how it happened. Must be some sort of a defense mechanism that suppresses a traumatic experience.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
What about my family? When can I see them?
Never, probably.
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them
because
like
you
this.
can never appear
They
to
have
your
to know
family.
I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
All right. Hussar it is.
Lisa may remember this in the future, okay?
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
I can do this? Oh, because this outfit.
What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arbin. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human. Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
That's cruel, that's fascinating. I think in here you can gain humanity or nihilism.
That sounds cruel.
Yeah.
Ugh, don't be like that. It's all in good fun. I suppose that's everyone of note, really.
But don't
besides
forget,
me, of course.
like certain things will need you to have certain amount of humanity, other choice will have need you to have nihilism, in case you want to say that.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well... Apologies.
Petya.
Petya. We should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
This is the
I don't know
human.
how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar. He is most certainly human.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Creepy. Beautiful, needs work, hideous. I'm gonna say beautiful.
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress. She saw me at the town market and saw some real potential in my work.
Sure.
She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me. But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are. Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
Well, this guy's gonna die. It's easy.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Side quests. Besides experience, the main story Lisa is encouraged to explore autonomy with other characters. Depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet certain criteria such as specific skill or morality levels in order to start or continue with their quests. Holy shit.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess
Visit Arbon
gave
at
me?
our salon.
I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking. But has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Probably can become like
Alcohol's my father's problem.
addicted.
It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
True.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well,
good luck.
Okay, so let me see here how everything is going. Almost leveling up. We have a side quest, but I need to go to our salon. That's I can't do it right now. We have Countess, Petria, neutral, Sar, 60 with her. Okay.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way.
The Russian
I knew
roulette.
that the second time I die would be of boredom.
I'm here, you'll not die on
Look at
boredom.
this pretty picture. I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar.
Wait, why it says interrogation point when we know the name? It's Alisa.
Name is Alisa.
Oh, probably
by the
only
way.
now.
Lisa, it's
Yeah.
a pleasure. So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose? Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
Oh, can't play Russian roulette,
May I
goddamn.
ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why? Are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
To feed.
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternal.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't die? I mean, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petia?
This is hard.
I'd have to say Petius, like you said. What I have now isn't really life.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't
I wonder
it?
if that remembering if it's good or
Indeed.
bad for her to know.
Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
Okay, we already socialize. Probably need to talk. By the way, almost leveling up or what? Yeah, almost. Yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. I think now is when he explains how
Good
to use
timing.
the
I just finished up.
tricks that we can use.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
No.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we?
It was you, sir.
I say all's
Easy.
well that ends well. So,
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
if I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
All right.
So,
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
you'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas?
Rusalkas.
Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So,
I suppose that's it for the time being.
perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, I'm obviously still in shock, but from a scientific perspective, I have to admit I'm curious. This is certainly a unique condition we are in. I'd love to learn more about it for my studies.
I'm impressed. I can certainly see now why the doctor chose you as his apprentice. All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Hey, I cannot do literature because I don't have enough.
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How are you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
You have unlocked a new ability. Hold right mouse button to access vampirism and turn into a bat.
Goodness!
Isn't this a hoot?
A hoot.
Come on, I'll show you around.
Wow. But indicating the bottom left of the screen from where the bat shift is currently possible. To land while in bat shape, descend on the surface from above until a landing circle appears underneath you.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
Hey, I level up.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now? Shh. There. Look.
I think this is the first time that we feed in
If
someone.
only I have 3 coins to my name. Then I'd show 'em. They'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me.
Oh, it's not to feed. I thought it would be to feed. By the way, I could improve more here since I have 5 points. I think I'm gonna do this. Oops, I need to go to.
How is life, Trophy?
My lord, is that you? Or
Don't
the
you
body
learn how
cave?
to feed?
Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
Is it like anesthesia?
In a way. I bet you this fellow in the States who invented it is a vampire.
You mean William Morton?
Mm-hmm. I heard the doctor was toying with that idea before the discovery. He was not happy the Americans figured it out first.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversation.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind. But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are 2 main reasons. 1. People in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinion.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you are a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
And what is the second reason?
I think you already know.
I thought he was gonna fit.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to...
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
Turn into vampire by choosing the ability to will. Unleash the fangs!
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body.
No, I can't do this. I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive. I better get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
No, please tell me where it is. I don't know how to go back.
Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
Here he goes.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess.
I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first.
But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Hypnotism. Vampires have the ability to impress certain things on the subconscious of their victims. In order to do that, approach the encountered victim in your human form and press left mouse button once you see the hypnotism icon. The victim can't be hypnotized more than once a day.
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
Drink less, start stealing? Whoa. Drink even more. If I had nihilism, I could say start stealing or drink even more.
You will start pacing your drinking.
I could have said that. That's pretty
It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's inside the shed. Locked.
Start stealing, yes. We could make his life go to shit even more. Why not?
What was that?
Well, that's easy to know.
Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is still inside, though.
That's Petya.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling. What is this?
Oh my god!
Relationship map has been updated. So he's dead, right? Let me always check where he is. Yeah, he's dead.
What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one's gonna be executed for this. He's just a human.
So in here you could say you monsters, or it couldn't be helped. You monsters.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Yes, I know everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Arban, we should not protect these people. Let's say they are criminals.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that, Matt.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folktales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Count. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arban?
Yeah?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Basically, Arban is like...
the Countess has a wonderful library
more
over
like
here.
for the humanity side.
Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arban. It feels really good to have a friend around you.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this.
Small vial with blood sustains you for a day.
This should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me. Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay. You can read books to pass time and increase knowledge stats. I think I'm going for science.
My fault. Stop blaming me for everything. I mean...
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
So much blood. Consequence, you will make choice in Cabernet, some of little and some of big consequence. You will not always know which one is which. Some of those consequences will be marked on screen by this symbol.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this? They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now. I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor, he was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now. Countess has a coachman, Trofim. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I'll be ready whenever she needs me.
Like a good dog, aren't you?
Oh, damn it. I should have said probably understood or the last one.
You should go. Trofim will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
Damn it.
Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Never mind.
Ah.
All right then.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I swear it just blinked.
Favorite creation of the sea is Petya. Damn, but if I had enough, I could have done that.
Hello again, Trofim.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course, silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Are you fit to drive?
I am, my lady. Truth be told, I had a drink or two earlier tonight. But then the strangest thing happened. I must have fallen asleep and woke up not remembering a thing. But sober as a judge. Must be the fresh air.
Yes, must be it.
In any case.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command. Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, my lady. Don't be shy. Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time. One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is.
Oh, interesting. She doesn't want you to know where the manor is.
We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
Cabernet.
Whoa, Marta.
So probably it's here that I live.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon. But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor. Door on the right side.
Even the best of night events come to an end. During the dawn phase of the night, Lisa must get within safe proximity to her vessel before the sun is up, otherwise she will be burned on spot and suffer permanent death.
Thank you, Trophime. Here's for your trouble.
You're too kind.
It's my pleasure. Be safe, Trophime.
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here.
So you need always to be in your house when it's like this.
Oh.
Because if not, you burn out. Invitations to enter non-public area. Vampires must be first receive an invitation from the owner. Entries unavailable to Lisa are marked by the invitation icon. You can also see which characters' domains you don't have an invitation to by finding a lock symbol above their portrait in the relationship map. Oh, there's something.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me. Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my saviour.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa! Is that you?
The doctor!
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
No, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
I see. I can sense you are a strong one. Reminds me of myself when I was younger.
Thank you.
As we are neighbors now, call me Fahina. I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman.
So she's the floor one.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger like that in head, huh?
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor. I was told I'll be staying here for the time being. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, it's the least I could do. Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
As smoothly as nights like this can go. I had to learn a lot, and I sense there is much more coming.
Glad to hear you're a fast learner. I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition. I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could it happens now?
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
I'll be looking forward to it. I was worried that with all of this, I wouldn't be able to continue my medical work.
I would never let that happen. You're far too valuable to the field, dear.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation. It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
My vessel?
Yes. The coffin that you were buried in.
Goodness. But why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid. Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
Hey, I don't have art. Too soon.
That's right. Let's see if that's true.
By the way, I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I had. Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, Doctor.
So I get another thing. Oh, over here we have more books. Chapter 2, Parasites and Sycophants. What the hell that means? Sycophants.
After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness.
Vessel indicate that sunrise is the bane of every vampire. In order to withstand the daylight hours, vampires must be close proximity to their vessel, usually the coffin they were buried in. The vessel indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen shows whether light is close enough to our vessel to survive the upcoming day.
There's plenty of room for my outfits. Must be the one the doctor mentioned.
So this gives me literature and writing.
Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though.
Oh, these are you safe? It's in the mirrors.
That's a nice place to store my keepsakes. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda. Huh. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly. I should check out the general store for more room decor options.
Oh, this is how you change the room. Okay. You need to go and buy, it looks like.
It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Osar, is it?
Oh, it's only you. You scared me half to death. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss with you. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire stories? We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
That makes sense. You don't want guests like us to drop by unannounced.
It's a real pain in the ass, if you ask me. Hunting would have been so much easier without technicalities like this. So, will you let me in or not?
What? I don't have enough relationship with him? Huh. How the hell could I get enough relationship with him to be able to do this, tease him?
Oh, that's right. Come in, please.
What? You go over there instead of talking immediately?
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. The intentions are clear. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
You're right.
As cynical as it sounds, I think you might be onto something. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great minds think alike.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her. And if everything...
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You don't want me to rob their house, do you?
That's a rather tactless way to put it. Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation. Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
No
that
problem.
shouldn't be a problem.
I gain more nihilism, but it can be
Splendid.
good
All
to get
you
more.
need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive, artistic types.
I think for me, for now, the best one is the poet, because artistic I don't
What
have.
else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
Where should I look for Evgeny?
Let's see. He is a mediocre poet who, surprise, surprise, enjoys an occasional shot of vodka. I would start your search at Arbin's Literary Salon.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much. Although I do often see her going in.
You go to church.
Heavens, no. But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
What kind of documents am I looking for?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, just befriend one of them. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at.
Okay. For me, the best one is the poet, because I have the stats.
Almost
I can
forgot.
befriend easily.
Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Coins.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day forget my face.
So, like, you can try to push this one, so I'm probably gonna try this.
Dr. Volkov, may I have a word?
Come in.
Oh, you can talk to him.
What should I work on today?
Welcome, Miss Morozova. Appreciate you coming over straight away. Punctuality is a highly important quality in a doctor. I trust you had a restful night? Or rather, day, I suppose.
I did, thank you. Never thought that sleeping in a coffin would be so comfortable.
Yes, well, we have a lot to cover, don't we? Where would you like to start?
I'd love to start with my medical duties, if you don't mind. You mentioned you might have some tasks for me?
I most certainly do. As of last month, the only other doctor in the area passed away, God rest his soul. Not that he was that much help. Human medicine has always been a step behind. But, I admit, with most of my time spent on new research, the work did start to pile up. There is some administrative and patient work I'd like you to take care of. Is this something you think you can handle?
Certainly.
Certainly. What should I start with?
Do you remember the woman who was here when you arrived?
Of course. Faina, isn't it?
That's right. As your first assignment, I'd like you to pay her a home visit and look over the bite spot on her neck. I've observed some curious rashes around tick bites in my time. I don't exactly know if there's a correlation, but best to make sure she's doing well. She lives in our building, so shouldn't
I know, come on.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll find them all in the journal on my desk. Feel free to borrow my medical bag and use the lab as needed. I myself am particularly proud of my lab's blood testing instruments. I dare say they are far ahead of any mortal medical equipment. To more material matters, your allowance will be distributed gradually as you progress.
Understood. I'll get to it then.
Looking forward to tracking your progress. A doctor's work is never done.
So by doing this, I get immediately this sort. You get coins. Purchase a pack of bandage from the general store. Okay, that's pretty interesting.
What should I wear?
All right, so we should go for that lady. I probably could go like this.
Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case of an emergency.
Okay, so let's go here to Faina.
This must be where Faina lives.
Faina. The cat.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Volkov's new apprentice. He sent me over to check in on you. Is this a good time?
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course. Come, have some tea with. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach.
Okay, so this past one time.
Yes, please. I could use a little break.
We don't pet the cat.
Oh,
the hell is
it
that?
smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself. More about the little plate she poured it in for us instead of cup.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything. I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Are you from around here, Faina?
Oh, no, dear. I happened to wander quite a bit before I settled here. Although, I reckon I've stayed in this town longer than you've been alive.
And where have you lived before?
Many places, sweetheart. Oh, far too many places.
Anything I should know about life here?
Let's see. For one, the townsfolk tend to be up quite late around these parts. Sort of a local quirk. They say it goes way back. Not sure how it started. But most places tend to stay open well into the night. I was always a night owl myself, so that never bothered me. But darkness and danger go hand in hand.
Danger?
Lots of temptation, whether you seek it or not. It's like my mother used to say, little dove. Keep your heart open, but your mind sharp.
She sounds like a wise woman.
Oh, she was, dear. Much wiser than I'll ever be,
Perform a checkup. Ask about the cat.
That your cat
I need to
over
say
there?
that.
What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
Do you live here all by yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays me a visit. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbours to bother. I'm never alone. Not really.
Well, as nice as this has been, we should probably start the examination.
Okay.
So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking.
Oh, I level up.
The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Of course, dear.
It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity
May
to
remember
use
this in
Dr.
future.
Volkov's experimental lab equipment. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood sample, shall we?
Whatever you say, Doctor.
Just relax. It will only hurt for a second.
A blood sample Liza took from Faina during a checkup.
Perfect. Now, have some more tea and a nice rest. I'll take this to the laboratory.
Thank you for stopping by, dear.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was delicious.
You're welcome.
Faina's plants are so...
Oh, that's same.
The air and...
Painting piece. You found 1 out of 21 scattered painting pieces. Oh, is this like a secret?
These books are written in...
Collectibles? It's better to say like that.
And just like that, he's gone.
Yes, the cat is gone. He's a slippery bastard. Find the cat, really?
Faina must be the one that...
Oh, another piece?
No mail for me this time.
Where the hell the cat could have
It's a
gone?
storage room.
So there's a quest that is to find the fucking cat. What the hell? That's pretty interesting.
Can't put a cloth on this one.
Let me go over here. There's a painting in there. Can I get to there? Oh, you can.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer the window closed.
Sorry.
Oh, was that like
Dr. Volkov's...
a choice? Probably that's like a minor. Damn, it's hard to pick up the chat. There we go. That must be a minor
What
choice.
should I work on? What incredible lab instruments. It's as if I'm looking into the future or reading a Jules Verne book. Let's take a look at the doctor's note. Perfect. Now I should wait some time to check the results. They should be ready tomorrow, but if I wait longer than that, it may be too late.
Read the blood test results in... Okay. So it's said by tomorrow.
What should I...
Okay, by tomorrow. I'll check here one thing. I think I'm gonna do one of these.
I should remember to pick up Faina's results from the doctor.
Yeah, alright, I know. Let's go. Let's go do that.
What should I work... Alright, let's take... Huh. It appears she could have rheumatic fever. Rather unusual for her age. I should pay her a visit.
Which point shall I put? Probably something like that. May only go over here and save.
Too bad I can't... I wonder...
No cat over here.
Good evening. How are you feeling, Fine?
I'm all right, dear, thank you. Just feeling a little weary today.
I actually came to talk with you about the test results.
Oh?
I believe you may have rheumatic fever. It's much more commonly found in children, so this would be a rather rare case.
Well, people always tell me that I am still a child at heart. Perhaps they are more right about it than they think. Is this something I should be concerned about?
If it is what I think it is, with the right treatment, we should be able to fix you in no time. I am glad we caught it at this stage, though. Otherwise, there could have been some rather unpleasant complications. Here is something to help with the inflammation. Take it regularly, and you should feel better soon enough.
Thank you, little dove. What a lucky crone I am to have an angel like you next door.
I don't know if that's quite true.
Don't be shy, dear. You deserve it. Smart as a whip, pretty as a picture. If you stay true to your heart, I can just tell you will go far. This town needs someone like you. Now, more than ever.
Thank you.
That's...
Would you like
Would
some
you
help?
like some help with the plants?
Of course.
How sweet of you to taking care of them. That will be my one good deed for the day.
One good deed?
Oh, that's just a silly rule of mine. Every day, no matter how small, I like to do at least one good thing. Helped out a stranger with directions. Great. Baked some cookies for the neighbors. Even better.
So where's the cookies?
Feeding the plants will do just fine for...
That sounds lovely. Maybe I should do the same thing.
Well, off you go, little dove. Don't want to hold you with my ramblings any longer.
Good night, Faina. Feel better soon.
Okay, so how we are here? 60, 57. The cat has a relationship. We have a relationship with the cat. What the fuck? Faina, we are friendly 100.
Hi, Lisa.
Okay.
I don't...
There's nothing else, okay. But the cat has a relationship, what the hell? Alright. I can't forget about the Abner, that the poet should be in there. Salon.
If I ever need to send a letter, I can drop it off here.
Okay.
This
That's
must be
church.
Anastasia. I should come up and introduce myself.
No. We don't want Anastasia. Grocery store.
Anything particular?
Oh. We have a dress. A wallpaper. Oh, bandage, there we go.
Another happy customer.
Hello, young lady.
Speak privately. But I need 80 relationship with that one. I don't have that.
The community board. Let's see. Politics, local
Salon.
Perched
Oh,
upon
Abner
a
is here?
rotting
Okay.
barrow, my eyes survey the fallow field, where once the wheat grew tall and narrow, now crops bestow a paltry yield. The bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness as embers die upon the hearth. See how in the forest hollow the firewood it gathers moss, while in the tavern ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks to his great loss. Now raise a toast to her, my brother. Nature shall we never scorn. Though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see the summer's dawn.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you kindly, dear friends.
I presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certainly am him. And whom do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem. Is that something new?
Enchanté, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
Your poem.
You know, I happen to have read your
Let's say the
poetry
first
book
one.
recently.
Have you? I am honored. And what did you think?
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron. So passionate and brave.
Thank you. That's quite a compliment. You do know your poetry.
Don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. My apologies.
Don't forget that we need to get... He needs to invite us to his house like that, then we can go and steal the documents.
I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot with me?
Vodka isn't really something I drink nowadays.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to be terrible, to make you feel terrible. That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery. After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
What a compelling pitch.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
Whoa. Why not blood 5? Do I get more blood or do I decrease?
I don't see why not. Let's share our misery.
To the art of poetry, may it continue to shape minds and move the human spirit.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Whew, that went down easy. Say, Lisa, perhaps you've rescued me from my writer's block.
Of course.
I just might have a stroke of inspiration.
Delightful news. Although I'm not sure I can take credit for it.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do. Inspire naturally, without even realizing it. Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience and judge.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. The break is short between the first and the second shot. I'll go chat with Arben and get some more.
Find Evgeny to hear his new poem.
Have fun with your misery, companion.
Oh, we always do.
Oh, I can talk with her. So what? How much with 22, 5 quests? Jesus Christ! Meet Anastasia and... Oh, I need to meet both of them. Oh, but I wanted to see if you could talk to Arben, but probably you can't for now.
I don't think this clock is working.
So you need to talk to the other one. I thought you only need to talk to the one that you wanted to talk, but no. It looks like you need to talk to both of them.
Good sermon today?
More or less, the same one as always. But then again, people don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice under the doctor.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
It was good seeing.
Good night, Lee.
I don't have nothing for her. I need invitation, this to go back.
The scales of stability.
Bookstore.
Locked. The lights are on.
But you cannot enter because you need invitations. Probably that's the house of Anastasia, of that F. Gorny or Anastasia. Could be their house. But of course you need them to invite you, one of them, to invite you to be able to go there and steal the papers. It could be that house.
Hi there.
Hi there. Or it could be this one. This town hall.
Say what you want about bureaucrats, but the workers here do seem quite organized. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. Intimidating, but stunning nonetheless. I think there are only a few.
The town hall, probably eventually you will get something to do on the town hall. Is that a painting? You can go this way.
That's one messy path.
Oh, we cannot go. It's like you need to wait to get like arranged or something like that. Probably it's like you need to progress through the story to be able to go through there eventually. Like these people over here, it's like you can like probably try to kill them. It's not kill them, right? It's like drink. Music school, need invitation of course.
The local vodka.
What would you like?
Wait a second. I can sense he isn't human. Could it be that a vampire is working here? Good evening.
How can I be of service?
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice that you are... Not quite like the others around here.
Yes, I am what you think I am. Name's Jurgis.
I'm Lisa.
Pleasure. If you're ever in need of Cabernet, let me know. It's actually affordable here, unlike that posh place Arbin runs.
Ooh, he has Cabernet?
Yes.
No, you don't have. What the fuck?
Mademoiselle Morozova, what a pleasure to have you in my establishment.
How do you know my name?
Let me just say I take pride in knowing my customers. So, what can I... Would you like a sweet pint of lager? Or the freshest Cabernet you've ever tasted? Perhaps a cheeky game of cards?
Yeah, I need the 80 relationship with him to be able to do something else. Speak privately.
I'd like to play some.
You came to the
Game of 21. The card game of 21 is similar to blackjack. One of the main differences is the scoring system. King 4 punch, Queen 3 punch, Jack 2 punch, Ace 11. The object of the game is get close as 21 punch. Player goes first, dealer goes second. Players aren't allowed to stack more than 5 cards. So in here, King is 4, Queen is 3, Jack is 2, and Ace is 11. Shit. I got 21. Got robbed. What? Always getting 21? Hey. Fuck. What? Always gets the right one? Ah, I knew I was gonna pass. Fuck.
You have to be the owners, the clientele.
Fuck. Lost all my money. I'm gonna call police to say you robbed me. Damn it. Didn't sell the cat.
Greetings, Lisa.
May I ask how you were turned?
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but I have to warn you, it's a rather gruesome one. Are you sure you'd like to hear it?
After my time in the Countess's basement, I don't think much could shock me.
Well, if you must know. It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were travelling through the woods, coming from a party. A vampire that has been driven mad by their lust for blood.
I didn't realize such creatures existed outside of folklore.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges for years on end. It all happened in the blink of an eye. As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled to the dirt. He feasted on Clara first and bled her dry.
How horrible.
It's been some time now, so it doesn't hurt quite as much, but thank you, dear. In any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so he sunk his teeth into my neck. Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part of his ear. Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty he didn't like it one bit.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what he'd done, and rapidly retreated. Somehow, I managed to get home by morning, but the nightmare didn't end that night.
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you bit him.
Precisely. You must have read about the turning ritual in human folklore. Well done. All kinds of knowledge tends to come in handy from time to time, even silly fairy tale.
So, what happened after you returned?
We'll talk more about this.
Of course.
Okay, so you need like to progress throughout these duties to know more about how he turned it. Okay, for now there is nothing much to do with the doctor. I cannot talk, like it looks like I need to go for another night, but I could like, you know, read some of the books. Always forget that I need to come through here.
Mama? What's wrong, Lisa? Why aren't you asleep?
I can't. Would you sing me the lullaby, please?
Oh, all right. Let me tuck you back in. Now close your eyes and listen. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me.
You sing so well, Mommy. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you when I grow up?
You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Anything at all.
Ooh, really? I hope everyone will like it when I sing too.
Of course they will, my sunshine. Now, rest your little eyes.
Good night, Mommy.
Sweet dreams, my darling.
Lisa. Lisa.
What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
Huh.
Your soul is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
A ghost?
Ah! Damn candle!
Oh, it was her. The fuck, Hussar?
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I got you, didn't I?
Was this all a prank?
I truly am hilarious, aren't I?
I am hilarious, yes.
How did you manage to do all this?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to
But
your
Ellie
room.
became invisible.
And then I turned invisible for a hilarious prank.
Turn invisible? We can do that?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you?
I think I'd remember it if you did.
Could have sworn I told you. Want to try it now? Just hold your breath and relax. It will come to you.
Turn invisible by choosing ability will.
There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know.
You really can't see me?
I cannot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be invisible, would you? Oh, now that I think about it, that could have been another hilarious jape. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Nearly.
Now that's a funny jape.
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts draining. You have to remember to take breaks in between.
Stealing. Oh. When Lisa is invisible, she is capable of stealing from the town citizens. In order to do so, hold left mouse button while near the target individual and then succeed in a timed challenge. Remember, if Lisa gets caught stealing, she will be sent to jail And even in case of success, stealing will impact your morality. Oh shit.
Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
I met Evgeny and got to know him a little.
Charming fellow, huh? I'm sure you two will hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
I don't see why not. We seem to get along.
Obviously, it doesn't really matter to the Countess who you choose as long as you get that invitation and those documents. On a personal note, though, it may not always be better to pick who you like more.
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
What? How the hell I don't have?
I haven't thought this far ahead. Thanks for the tip, who's...
Just something to consider. Anyhow... I suppose my job here is done.
Job? I'm sorry.
I never thought about it this way. Good luck with the...
Okay.
Too bad I can't... I wonder...
Still the same. I'm gonna use that to get a little bit up.
Hello, little Good night.
Hello, little dove. Good night. She's like, wow, she doesn't even stay here for 5 minutes. She enters and gets out immediately. Okay, let's go to salon.
Hello there.
Other topics? Where's
Have you
everything?
seen Evgeny tonight?
I'm afraid I have.
Did something happen? Is he alright?
Nothing out of the ordinary, sadly. He got too drunk, and I refused to serve him, so he left.
Oh, do you think he went home?
I'd say chances of that are slim to none.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
It's not getting better, I can tell you that.
Where do you think he went?
I'm willing to bet that he's at that vodka bar on the other side of town. Real nasty place. And I'm not just saying that because they're my competition.
Thank you.
Hey, it's none of my business, of course. But I wouldn't drink their Cabernet if I were you. Just a friendly piece of advice.
Understood.
Interesting.
Thank you, Arben. That was very helpful.
Till next time.
Wait, but that doesn't count. Visit Arbenter's salon. This doesn't count.
Hello, Lisa. Farewell.
That doesn't count. Interesting. I wonder why it doesn't count.
Kirill, you beady-eyed scoundrel, give me back my book.
No need to get personal, Evgeny. It was a fair game.
Like hell it was, you cheat. I need it, don't you get it? My life's work is in it. It is my life.
Then why did you wager it?
Son of a bitch.
But like I already told you, I'm not without heart. I'm willing to play for it again whenever you're ready.
Yes, I'm going over there.
That scum. My book.
What did you do to him?
Excuse me? I did positively nothing. He got inebriated and wanted to play cards. Who am I to reject a man a simple pleasure?
It's not
He's
right.
clearly not in the right state of mind to make bets.
He is a grown man and can make his own decisions. Say, if you do want to help him out so much.
Fine. Let's do this.
Well, thank you, kind.
What are we playing?
Why don't we just play 21? You just tell me.
Yes, I already know. I'm gonna bet 1. I think this is rigged. Draw. That's what. What? What? This has to be rigged.
Damn it.
Look on the bright.
Let's go with.
I love.
Oh, if you have science 15, you can do something in there. That's interesting. That's interesting. If you have 15 science, you can do something in there.
Hello, Lisa.
Have you
I'm afraid
did so Oh,
I'd say
does
it.
Where
I'm willing. Real
thank
hey, I wouldn't.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Oh, I didn't want to go up.
Kirill.
No need.
Like, I need.
Then what?
Son of.
But like, I'm willing to.
That scum. My book.
What did you...
Excuse... Who am I?
He's clear...
He is... Say...
Fine.
Well, thank you.
What are we playing?
Why don't we just... You just...
I think this is rigged. They always get 21. See? Isn't that fucking rigged? Ah. Damn it.
Damn it.
That's insane. Or they always get the 21, or I'm always passing by. That's fucking insane. Lisa can turn into bat at any time provided she's in an appropriate environment, not in the human direct sight. Bat indicator. Yeah. Because I didn't have that thing on the ground to do it.
Hello there.
Have you...
Oh, I'd say...
Does...
It's...
Where... Thank you.
Hey, I wouldn't drink...
Thank you.
Farewell.
Oh, there's 2 people in here. If it was 1, I could try to steal, but it's immediately 2.
Curio. No. Like, I need...
Then what?
Son of...
But like, I'm willing...
That scum. My book.
What?
Excuse... Who am...
He's clearly...
He is a... Say.
Fine.
Well, thank...
What do we play?
Why don't we just play... You just tell me...
Oh, really? That was super easy for him to win. What? How the hell they always get it? I won.
Damn it.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Seems like... Look on the bright side. Unlucky at card.
Let's go, Evgeny. We'll deal with this charlatan later.
I love good sportsmanship. Till we meet again.
Even if you win, it's not, you are not supposed to win. Because I won in there and I don't get it.
Are you alright?
Never better. You didn't have to do this, Lisa. Thank you.
That's what friends do.
Friends? Do you consider me a friend?
Didn't I tell you? I'm exclusively friends with people whom I get to walk home drunk.
You will be very popular living in these parts.
He doesn't invite us? You know, he could say, hey, do you want to come in? And then we could steal.
Evgeny?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my father likes his drink too. He started when my brother and I were very young.
Is that how you learned to take care of drunk people?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It must have been hard for you.
I try not to think about it.
I should apologize to Anastasia. She doesn't deserve this.
How often does this happen?
Whenever I can't write.
I see. I remember you mentioned a writer's block. How long has it been?
A while.
I sense it's not a good time to probe further on this. You must be in a lot of pain.
Why do you think that?
My father says that when he drinks, it helps dull the pain.
I feel dull when I'm sober. When I drink, it's to feel something, not the other way around. We're here.
Good. You sound a little better.
I do feel better. Thank you again, Lisa.
You're most welcome.
Would you please come over for tea sometime?
And what would your wife think about that?
Anastasia, I'm sure she'd love to get to know you. Come anytime. If the lights are on, that means we're home.
Thank you for the invitation, Evgeny. I'd like that.
That's great. Now I just need to get my book back.
I can help you with that. I'd love to teach that bastard a lesson.
You are the best. I'd hug you, but I don't want to breathe near you in my condition.
Let's come up with a plan next time we meet.
Well, I'd better go inside and explain myself to Anastasia. Good night. I can't thank you enough.
Good night, Evgeny. Till next time.
Oh, and Lisa, I'll make sure you hear that poem. I promise, if it's the last thing I do.
Well, the invitation is received. For better or for worse.
So what now? Quests. Visit their salon, but for some reason it doesn't work. Alva in his journal. It said also we meet again that search sort of us for yeah, but I don't think you can do that. Oh, you get nihilism if you still okay. Makes sense, right?
Lisa, good to speak with you.
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it, my dear, especially after such a rough start. Would you like to share more over a drink? On the house, of course.
By drink, do you mean?
Up to you. I do pride myself on my Cabernet, but we have plenty of other options.
Cabernet then, please.
Of course. One moment. Anything in particular you'd like to toast to?
Literature 17? What? I don't have that a lot. Wow, really? Friendship, history. History must be that column, right? Literature, how the hell I don't have, even with this. Damn. Relationship, I thought I had more.
Nothing comes to mind, I'm afraid.
To your good health, then. Now then, have you been settling in well? Is the doctor treating you properly?
Indeed, he is.
Good, good. Siring comes with such responsibility. I worry sometimes people forget that. And with your entrance at the party, still, if you ever need advice or a sympathetic ear, you can always come to me.
Will there be more drinks? Nihilism 10.
Thank you. I will.
Oh, another customer. Quite busy in the salon today. Not that I'm complaining. Apologies, Lisa.
Of course. Arben's clearly a worldly woman. I wonder what brings her to this town. I'll have to ask her next time.
Hey, vampire rank. Speak with Arben on a quieter day.
Too bad I can't see. I wonder.
Oh, this one will be. But even literature, I didn't have enough for that.
Lisa.
Dr. I'd like to ask about my situation, if that's all right. I was wondering if perhaps I felt a strange burning sensation on my upper shoulder on the night of my awakening. I check it myself, but sadly, mirrors are of little help lately.
Yes, of course. Let me have a peek. Most peculiar. That does not seem like a medical issue, but rather a magical interference that causes a bond. Not too uncommon, sadly, among us. I wish our kind referred to science more often than to that otherworldly nonsense.
Is it bad?
This isn't quite my area, so I'm hesitant to offer a diagnosis, but that being said, it's likely to have been applied by a foreign entity. Depending on that entity, it could be rather harmless or not. You didn't happen to see who might have left it on you, did you?
No. Whoever it was must have been behind the closed door.
I see. In that case, I'm afraid it's one of those wait-and-see situations, dear. Let me know if...
Thank you, Doctor.
You're most welcome, dear.
It was you who turned me into a vampire, wasn't it?
That is correct.
But I don't remember anything from that day. What exactly happened?
Lisa, I want you to know that I take full responsibility for what happened to you. As your sire, I promise to do my best to ease your transition as a vampire.
However,
in my professional opinion, I can't, in good conscience, reveal the repressed memory of your death before it resurfaces on its own.
Understanding,
all right.
Of course.
Trust me. I will tell you one thing, though. In your case, it was either this or death, and I didn't make that choice lightly. I hope that eases your...
Well, I'm quite enjoying my room. Thank you again for your hospitality. I've never had a space to myself before.
Very pleased to hear...
Since it seems that I'm here indefinitely...
There's a general store between... Make yourself at home.
Thank you. It must be an interesting position, being a
we already know
vampire
that we
doctor
can
and
decorate
treating humans.
the room.
I suppose it is. But, like with everything else, give it enough time and you'll get used to it. In a way, I have insight into humanity that our kind tends to lose touch with, as well as knowledge that humans don't accumulate due to, well, death.
What do you do when you have to explain fang marks on bodies?
That's not nearly as much of an issue as one would think. Tell the humans it's a snake bite, and nobody bats an eye. Oldest trick in the book.
Huh. Creative. I was wondering...
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was even there. Would you like me to cover it with something? I know some of us don't like to be reminded of our condition that way.
Oh, it's...
Oh, well, if you must know, it used to be my daughter's room.
Your daughter?
Yes, however, it's been vacant for quite some time. Didn't feel right to have all that space on you again.
It doesn't seem like he wants to talk about it.
Okay. So we now know about the daughter, but we cannot ask as of now. We're gonna need to feed, or it will need to be like drinked, like those ones that have blood. But the problem is that it's only like one. Oh, I didn't want that. I cannot use this one in here. Damn.
That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be tidied up.
The cat! Oh my god.
Hello there. You're Faina's friend, aren't you? Maybe I should give you a name. Who do you look like most, huh?
Pumpkin.
You like that, don't you? In that case, pleased to make your acquaintance, Pumpkin. You're
Pet
a
the
pretty
cat.
one, aren't you, Pumpkin?
Pet the cat again. Pet it.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
There we go.
The lights are off outside. It's too early for Evgeny and Anastasia to sleep. They must be out.
I found the cat.
That's Evgeny and Savelli in the Skortsov family photo. They seem close. Locked. There's last month's newspaper stored in here.
On July 2nd, I don't understand that one. The town will be delighted to welcome Savelli Sokrov as the new mayor. Savelli shared with our report that he will spare no expense and leave no unturned in fight corruption. He saw the immediate goals include support the honest local business and bring much needed stability to the city. On May 17th, the former mayor Valentin Skopurov was apprehended by the police. He awaits trial for the unlawful usage of his influence and embezzlement of city funds.
Peculiar. I'm quite certain that the envelope is hidden somewhere upstairs.
Oh, we cannot even go down? Okay. The painting.
People don't always smile for these pictures, but not these two. They must have been...
Here we go.
What's this for?
Small key that found in... Okay.
Huh. With a house like this, I imagined although she certainly has good taste. She can...
Music and heart. Okay, I got the key, but could it be for one of these?
There's last month's newspaper story. Peculiar. So that's what this key... This must be Evgeny's study. Honestly, it looks exactly how I imagined it. Author's copies of Evgeny's poetry book, Dead Winter. Maybe I should give it a read at some point. Evgeny has enough of those anyway. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. A lot of thrown away scribble. Seems like he's been working on the same poem for a while, called The Curse. Most of these have barely anything written on them. Seems like he hated every idea he had from the very beginning. This must be the result of some recent creative struggles.
What the hell? I swear I locked it.
They're back, and sounds like they're coming here.
Oh, invisibility.
And how much exactly do you owe them?
I owe what I owe. No need to go into detail.
Funny. And I'd say it's prime time we get into them. We are broke, Evgeny. We can't afford these habits any longer.
Thanks to Uncle, we live in a grand house for pennies. We'll get by, Anastasia.
I don't want to get by, Evgeny. I want a normal life with a normal husband.
That's it. I don't want to hear another word of this.
Have you been drinking again?
No.
Don't lie to me, Evgeny. You're drunk. Every day this week you have been drinking.
I am not drunk. I just had one glass, that's it.
I can't take this circus any longer. I need to get some air.
Where do you think you're going?
I feel so weak all of a sudden, and hungry. These are Evgeny's personal letters. Interesting. Seems like Evgeny has a pen pal. Her name is Ksenia, and evidently she's a fan. It started a few months ago when she wrote about admiring his work, and they've been communicating ever since. Good to know. A secret panel under the floorboard.
Oh.
Clever. There's an envelope with a City Hall seal. This must be what the Countess is looking for. Hold on a second. What's this? 50 coins. Now, that's a lot of money.
Take the money.
Maybe they won't even notice.
Can you read?
What could possibly be inside this envelope that's so important? Oh,
Break seal.
I'll just give it one glimpse. Nothing ventured. Documents, receipts, shipment orders. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. The language is really dry. It's hard to make sense of any. Savelli did plan on supporting businesses, though, so not too surprising. Still, not sure what all the fuss is about. Maybe I shouldn't have risked opening the envelope after all. These look like purchase orders by the vodka bar from City Hall. Documents. A lot of these seem to be for some sort of construction. It seems among... Can't quite document... A lot of these seem...
I had to break it to see. Wanted to see. Feed on it to stain yourself. Do you need to do that?
Glinka, Chopin, Bach. She really does have wonderful taste in music. Some dusty sheet music.
Oh, I can't do that. I don't have the art.
I'm starving. I can't delay this any longer. If I don't eat now, I just know I will die. Such a big table. We had a samovar just like this in my old home. How I miss having evening tea with Kolya. I wonder how he is. Such a big table. The garden outside is...
So I think you really need to feed on him. He's not in here. Where the fuck is he? He went to his room. Oh, you went here?
There he is. His skin looks so beautiful in the moonlight. I can smell his flesh from all the way over here. I need to taste him. I need to feed. I think I know what I need to do. Should I come over? Evgeny?
Lisa? What are you doing here?
This seems to be a bad moment, but I came to talk with you about your book.
The book? Oh, I completely forgot about it. My life's work. Perhaps it's because I despise it. No, despise myself so much in this moment. How insignificant and inconsequential I am. How much harm I cause to the ones who love me.
Is there some way I can help?
Nothing can ease the self-imposed burdens of the mind.
But maybe I can tune them out a little.
How might one do that?
There's this song my mother used to sing sometimes.
Oh, it's gonna
when I
be
was
how she
falling
can
asleep.
enchant them.
I remember how much it helped me with similar thoughts. Would you like me to sing it for you?
Please.
There we go.
Hush, love, the
That's how she can
sun's gone
enchant.
to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. Evgeny? No response. Did I just enchant him? Truthfully, I meant no harm, but I sense my time is running out. I have to use this opportunity.
Feeding steps. Every vampire must find a way to replenish their blood level before it is depleted or face permanent death. To feed on a human, you must first befriend them, then enchant them in a private area. Next, you must approach them in your vampire form and press left mouse to see the feeding icon. So you need to befriend them, enchant them in a private area, and then it's when you can do it. Jesus Christ. Feeding. All that possible to feed on your victim. Amounts of blood you can drink before killing them will vary. Depending on the person's stage of their health. Press right mouse to release the victim.
Good Lord. Lisa? Is that you? What have you done to my husband?
That's not how this was supposed to go.
So she's gonna see that now it doesn't work.
What are you doing? Is this some sort of ritual? Help! Somebody help! This woman is possessed by the devil!
I'm not a petty man, but I think it's safe to say you owe me one.
I was trying to use enchantment, but it didn't work.
They must not have liked you enough for you to charm them.
How were you able to do it then? Do you know them well?
Not particularly, but the more experienced you become, the less effort it takes to charm someone. Some of the elders can even do it to complete strangers.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I knew you were going here tonight, and I thought I should stay close in case of, well, something like this. Lo and behold, I heard all the commotion from the garden and swooped in.
Don't you need an invitation to come here?
Only inside the house. Gardens don't count. People have this weird notion that they can own the land itself.
What do I do now?
Relax. First thing you do is hand over what you found in the house. I trust that you have something for me.
Lie history, give the documents.
I looked all over the house, but there was nothing of interest.
Are you certain? Countess's intel is barely ever wrong.
Unless she is interested in bad poems and music sheets, I have nothing to report.
Whether it's true or not, I should warn you, it probably doesn't bode well with your reputation in higher society. I think it's safe to say this puts you on thin ice with the Countess.
Hey, don't kill the messenger.
The broad will wake up soon. She won't have any memory of what happened in the last few minutes, but she won't feel good about you. I can tell you that much. She will, of course, immediately go to check on Evgeny, who should be back at it in a few days. Needless to say, if I were you, I'd let the doctor handle that one. I'm sure he will just blame it all on snakes as usual.
I should go warn him.
That might be a good idea. Best to be done with this dreary business before sunrise. Oh, and if you ever get so ravenous again, might I suggest hunting rabbits in the forests and fields instead? Might not be the most nutritious nor pleasant business, since you won't be able to enchant them. However, it'll work as a last resort if you haven't managed to enchant a human under more private circumstances than tonight. I should get going too. Must have been a hell of a week, huh? Hang in there, sister. It gets easier.
Thank you, Hussar.
Good night, Lisa.
Even by lying.
Not a day without drama.
I should get out of here before it's too late. Time to head home.
I lied. I kept the fucking documents. And you can't like fail it. That's very interesting. So basically that path behind that is like the altered is a way to go for the forest where you can feed on rabbits and stuff like that.
Lisa, what a pleasant surprise.
I don't scare quite.
Speaking like an old woman already, You needn't be in such a hurry to grow up.
I'm hardly a child.
Not for a human, no. After your first century, you'll start seeing things somewhat different. The answer is 2, by the way.
Huh?
2 centuries. That's how old I am, more or less.
I wasn't going.
No, but you wanted to, and I don't mind. I don't often get a chance to talk about myself in my profession. It's quite refreshing, actually.
Well, then do you mind if I ask you more?
Ask away. No promises I'll reveal all, though.
About your earrings, are they really keys to something?
An excellent question. One is mine, and let me put it this way, I do use it every day. As for the other one, I truly wish I had an answer myself.
You don't know?
Not exactly. It's somewhat complicated.
Complicated or not, I'd love to hear about it. That is, of course, if you're willing to tell me.
Very well. Don't say I didn't warn you.
A letter?
I received this several months ago. Enclosed with it was a key. This one, to be specific. Go on and read it. Tell me what you think.
You who seek the truth of that night, begin where the night flying eagles roosts. There you will find your guide enshrined. The head rests atop the forest's grave. The heart beats where two lie alone. The feet yet walks with God on high. Follow them their final race, and there behold the winged truth.
That's not a letter at all. It's a riddle.
Precisely.
Was there anything else with it?
Indeed. There was one other slip of paper with a date and town name, the time and place of my sire.
Then, the truth of that night.
I have never known my sire. They fled the scene while I was still unconscious. I almost burned alive that morning, not realizing I could no longer walk in daylight.
How did you even manage to survive?
Ingenuity, instinct, trial and error to some degree. And I did eventually find others of our kind. I learned that it's considered quite irresponsible to turn someone without staying with them. That was a comfort.
I'm so sorry, Arbin. That's terrible.
Yes, it was. But I survived and eventually found others of our kind. I've traveled all over the world, drunk deeply of its riches. I'd almost managed to forget the matter of my wayward sire completely. When, well, just rude really, I'd almost finished accepting that I'd never know. As for the riddle itself, I narrowed the first part down to this town.
Hey, I don't have literature 20.
I don't get it at all. How did you know it meant this town?
First, I tried towns with eagle in the name, but that was a dead end. Then I thought, the eagle-less might be a person. The name Orlov, as it happens, derives from the word eagle in some Slavic language. I took night flying to mean this Orlova would be a vampire. Et voila, Countess Orlova who roosts by this town.
That sounds complicated.
Indeed, but I do happen to enjoy a good puzzle. But that is, sadly, where I paused my search, for now. Between the salon and the Cabernet, I haven't given the rest much thought. I'd like to, but something has been holding me back.
What if I tried to solve it?
Well, that'd be very sweet of you, lovely. I'm hardly going to stop you, am I? But don't go out of your way. If whoever it is really wanted to see me, they could have spoken plainly. Honestly. Here, take the silly thing. Let me know if you have any luck.
Arbin covers it well, but it really seems to be bothering her. It can't hurt for me to try and solve it. Although, that might be easier said than...
Yeah, all you're gonna know, it's not gonna be easy.
Hello, Lisa. Till next time.
Help Arbin find her sire. Find the head from the riddle. Find the heart from the riddle. I think one is in the forest. That is a easy one. One is easy. That's in the forest. The rest, I don't know.
Hello, little. Seeing.
One could be in the church, probably. But I don't know how you can do the church, since you cannot enter like that.
Evening, Doctor. Are you all right? You don't look so well.
Yes. Would you like some tea?
I wouldn't want to bother you.
Come. It's still hot.
All right.
I'd offer you some sushki and candy, but to eat solid food in our condition, you'd need a special pill.
I assume some kind of a digestive enzyme?
Precisely. Sometimes I forget how smart you are. So, how did you enjoy your first week as a parasite?
Excuse me?
Well, by the blush on your face, I assumed you'd fed on your first victim, have you not?
I did. Tonight I fed on my first victim.
Honestly, this is nothing to be ashamed of. It's just what we are. We are forced by nature to survive by leeching on the weak and vulnerable. The sooner you accept it, the better. I learned it the hard way myself.
I suppose you are technically correct, but still.
Not only that, but, unlike all the other parasites of the world, we don't even have the common decency to die. At least they decompose and give back to Earth in a circle of life, but we live forever. We are the ultimate parasite.
Let's say that's true. There isn't all that much you and I can do about it, is there?
That's where you're wrong, Lisa. We can still contribute to this world with our minds. We can still help science. We can do some real good here, Lisa. Trust me. That's why I converted you. This is why you are here.
Because we know we are a good doctor, and that's why, like, that we can help
These
him.
must be your friends.
Could be that.
Go and have some rest. And don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
Thank you, Doctor. Good luck.
It's all going to work.
It's been a long night. I should get some rest. Too bad I can't see my I wonder...
Six years earlier, Morozov's
Lisa?
house.
Lisa, are you all right?
Yes, Father. Sorry, Father. I'm all better now.
Nonsense. Are you ill, dear? Should I fetch a doctor?
No, thank you. It's just I don't think I want to go tomorrow.
What? Why not?
It's just... I don't know if I'm ready. The competition is so high. The odds of me getting in the academy are practically none. What if I don't know any answers? What if I fail miserably, tarnish both my reputation and the family name?
Lisa, look at me, dear. Lord knows I haven't always been the most compassionate parent to you and your brother. Perhaps I've picked a stick over a carrot more often than I should have, and for that I am sorry.
Dad,
As little consolation as it is, I know at least you can trust my words when I say this. With the exception of some occasional disciplinary warnings, you've been a truly remarkable student. You've brought home nothing but perfect marks. Every essay of yours I read was full of insight and deep thought. You know your history more than well enough to not repeat its mistakes. I've never seen a more dedicated and talented young person than you. You've dreamt about being a doctor as early as when you started performing operations on your doll. If someone can pass this exam and get in, it's you. If anyone deserves to be there, it's you. That's all I have to say.
do you really believe that?
Give me a minute.
Hell is he going to do?
Where the hell did I put it?
Dad, what are you looking for?
Aha! There it is. There. This is something I was going to give you when you got your notice of acceptance.
Lisa's medallion.
Dad, it's so beautiful. It must have cost a fortune. But what if I don't get in? I can't accept this.
I always knew that you'd pass with flying colors. That's why I bought it early. I wanted to give it to you as a reminder of us when you moved to the capital to study. But perhaps you need it more tomorrow. This way, you will always have your family to support you. We'll be there tomorrow with you as well, no matter what happens.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Present times, doctor's apartment. A little bit of flashback.
Something's not right.
Whoa, the mirror.
Usar? This wasn't even funny the first time. What is this? What are you? How are you doing that?
The time is nigh.
The debt's are due.
What are you talking about?
Ah! Oh, the favor.
Kupala's night we will meet again. What you owe will be returned.
It was that thing?
Was that real?
Chapter 3, Kupala Night.
Lisa? Is everything all right? I thought I heard something.
Everything is fine, Doctor.
May I come in?
Please.
What happened?
A strange shadow appeared out of nowhere. It spoke of a debt and Kupala Night. Does any of this make sense to you?
It's true that Kupala's night is coming soon. All kinds of unholy things crawl out from their dens around then. You had an encounter with an entity like this before, haven't you? Could be a nav that made a bond with you that way.
How serious is this?
Let's say I wouldn't leave this up to chance, if I were you. I am hardly an expert on the supernatural, which is ironic in my current state. Science always made more sense to me than all that. Which actually brings me to my point. I would advise to find a book on the subject and learn more before Kupala Night comes.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll keep that in mind.
I heard that Roman in the bookshop just received some new papers on hematology from Germany. I believe they should be able to push me over the fence. I'd get them myself, but I'm so swamped lately I could barely make it to your room.
Certainly. I'll pick them up for you.
Much obliged. Here, that should be enough to buy them. Well,
money to
I'd better get back to it. Let me know when you get the materials back from the bookshop.
Will do.
Yes, money to gamble, thank you, Doctor. That's how I will spend.
Too bad I can't. I wonder if...
So, hope you can enjoy some gameplay of Cabernet. Like, if you like this type of games, you know, story-driven games, but then, like, you need to have stats to be able to get some of these choice, to unlock some choice, you know, like the art, the history, science, literature, and then of course you can transform into vampire, feed yourself, incant, you can choose dress that give you, you know, some stats at the same time, a lot of quests, relationships that you can have with people, and you know, like if you have a certain amount you can like talk to them and stuff like that. There's those paintings to find. That's like probably the secret of the game, and like so, and then you have this humanity and nihilism, like you need certain ones of them to be able to choose things. So there's a lot of things to do in this game. So if you like this type of games, you can buy it on Steam. It's already available. I don't know if it comes out on consoles. I don't think it will. I think it's only on PC, but I can be wrong. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.